Can I call the roll? I'll call it to order and call the roll.
Okay.
I'm going to call this meeting to order, the City of Shelbyville Historic Zoning Commission meeting. It is Monday, September the 22nd. It's about 5:30 p.m. At this time, we'll ask Lisa to give us a roll call, please.
Member Hewlin. Member Landers.
Here.
Mayor Carroll.
Here.
Member Pruitt. Here. Councilmember Ewing. We do have a quorum. We have 3 members present and 2 absent. I will ask for, since we do not have a chairman, if I can have nominations for chairman, for a temporary chairman.
Okay. I will recommend Ms. Landers.
Okay. Anybody second that? Second. Any other nominations? Hearing no other nominations, Ms. Landers, I believe you'll be the temporary chairman, so I'll turn it over to you.
All right, so we have approval of the agenda.
There were no changes to the agenda, Madam Chair.
Okay, so motion to approve as is without changes.
Did we get a motion?
No, you can
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
second.
Second. There you go.
Okay.
Next, all in favor say aye. Aye. Next is approval of minutes from the Historic Zoning Committee meeting of September 23rd of 2024.
Do you need to go?
Yeah. Do I need to read these or just?
Yeah, I think they were in the packet that everybody received, so you should have, if you've had time to read them, you're okay with it.
All right, do I have a motion to approve minutes from last September? I make that motion.
And I'll second it.
Everybody say aye. All approve?
Aye.
Aye. Constituents' comments?
We do not have anyone signed up tonight for that.
There's no old business, so we'll move on to new business. Do you want to tell about that?
Sure. All right. A little bit of a delay in changing it. This application is for certificate of appropriateness for 708 Belmont Street. Sorry, I have to put on my glasses here. This is an after the fact approval of a COA for an in-kind emergency roof replacement. As you can see from the pointer here, this is the parcel right here. It's on R3. Joseph Lamantina is the property owner. The house was constructed about 1950, so it is in the Belmont Historic District. In essence, the criteria for approval of this type of repair is in Part 2 under roofs of our design guidelines. And composite roofing, which is asphalt roofing, is permitted to be used as a replacement or as an actual covering for the roof. And in this case, that is exactly what Mr. Lamantina did. You can see the difference. Here's the old roof here, and this is the new roof. And is it Timberline? Oh, yeah, Timberline. And it's a charcoal that was used. So in essence, since the composition roofing shingle is appropriate for the historic district, there were no changes to the original pitch or the structure of the building. So we're recommending that the application be approved.
Do I have a motion to approve this applicant? I make that motion.
And I'll second. Okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
And then next we have the the 26 and 27 2-year submittal and meeting calendar.
Yes, and it follows the same line as this year and previous year. I don't know if everybody had an opportunity. The only one correction I will say is that in the January cycle, I had to make the correction here. It was on, I think it was on the Monday before. We used to have it on. I believe it's the fourth Monday. Is it the fourth Monday? I think it's the fourth Monday of each month. Yeah, because it's just before the planning commission meeting.
Do we only meet if there is something to discuss or?
We can, well, what I'm trying to do is to actually bring in some training sessions into the Historic Zoning Commission. The state is now starting to do more training for Historic Commission. Before it was very challenging to get the training part. So, I'm planning on working those more in, so that, we can meet not every single year. But I do have I guess on the other business item, not jumping ahead, there is a training session of legislative updates. Even though it doesn't really impact Historic Zoning Commission directly, it is a really good training session and you can ask Sam Edwards, who's going to be coming, any question about it. And that's on December 3rd.
December 3rd.
At 5 p.m.
Do I have a motion to approve the 2-year submittal for the 26-27 meeting calendar? I know that motion.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Just think about all the meetings.
I know.
Well, we don't meet unless we normally have an issue, right?
Yes.
Even though it's scheduled. Right. Yeah, it's been a while. I think they hadn't had one in 2 years when we had that last one.
We had the last one, I think it had been.
Yeah.
People I agree on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it is hard for the historic. Here, they haven't done it yet, or they push it down onto local jurisdiction. So there's historic development funding that's available for income producing properties, so for commercial properties.
Uh-huh.
But there's none for residential properties. And that's why you see sometimes it's a challenge for somebody to actually want to
Right.
have a historic property and maintain it. And I don't know if they're ever going to fund it, because I think the development grant is still pretty new too. I don't think it's a long program either. But it definitely does help convince people to do that. So, and I wish they would,
I like those historic districts too. Thinking of Joey's house, it was built the same year I was born. Joey. Not big.
Really? Yeah. There is somebody, and I don't know how, or what I was thinking about is maybe potentially updating our design guidelines.
Okay.
And I have somebody that can do it and is willing to tackle that. And I'll just have to figure out the scheduling part of it, that maybe we could do some workshops. So.
Now, it's open discussion right now. The only place that I have seen since I've been in office is on Belmont that we removed from the historic.
Yes.
Just one location.
Yes, sir.
Most all of the rest of them have Ryerson and Erickson,
That's remained
am I-
intact.
That's the right name on that?
Yes, that's remained. Belmont is actually the beginning of Belmont, when you
Okay.
first turn out, has probably the most cohesive area.
Okay,
And had that property that we were looking at last year, had that property been closer to there, I think that the recommendation would have been the other direction of no.
so before I came in, they built those apartments across the street. That was one of the things we looked at.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was a developer maybe out in Pelham that did that one.
And
That happened before I became mayor.
there's other historic neighborhoods, or there's other neighborhoods that are historic at this point too. And, maybe the commission would want to see those ones brought into the district as well.
Did we ever get requests from those neighborhoods that they want to be listed in that? I know we just did the Roswell Center over there.
Yes, and eventually that might turn into a landmark building at some point.
Yeah.
I think they just did a national register.
Right, right.
Some of the other ones they haven't. And usually, and I don't think we have it in our code how to go about bringing it about, but we should. So it might be something that I'll have to change within our regulations. Because typically for a historic overlay, you want 51% of the property owners in that neighborhood to apply.
I like all the cities and going to those historic neighborhoods, seeing those old houses and things like that. That's neat.
Yeah, well, because I know one of the concerns of some of the members of council is preservation of the older neighborhoods.
Right.
And this just adds another layer on top that can be used as a point to keep those neighborhoods.
And that's what we tried to do on the square too, especially with the grindstone building, and
Yes.
as long as they kept the outside of it.
Yes.
I think our square is just wonderful. The buildings,
It is.
it's great.
We'll pass that along to everybody that's done all the work. Yeah, that's been great.
And I'm so glad to see the Grunson Capital coming, the medieval and all that. See, I love music, and back when I was on the city council, I told one or two people, I said, I would love it if we had music on the square. I love music,
Yeah.
but if you have music, people will come.
Yes, and
I
Exactly.
really believe that.
yes, and I'm on the in Ward Trace, I'm on the planning commission there, but I took all this training for downtown communities, and that is the biggest thing. Arts and culture, music
That's
are
right.
all some of the biggest drivers of economic development.
And we're in this, I don't know if you've received that thing about voting for, but there is a
Oh, yeah.
grant that's been applied for $120,000 for how many concerts?
I think it's 3 years worth of concerts.
Yeah, and the Fly Arts Center, will be the ones receiving those funds, and we'll have the concerts there. And in phases with the Riverwalk, we'll have an amphitheater, hopefully in
See,
the
that's
future.
great.
Yeah.
Music and that, all that will bring people.
Oh,
It'll bring
yeah,
people.
yeah.
It'll be something for people to do on
Yeah.
the weekend or anytime.
That's
Fiddles and fiddles, I spent about every weekend, sometime or other, on Saturday night, Friday night, and that place would be full of people.
It was good, yeah.
Are you thinking of starting a band?
It was hard. One years ago, but I never learned how to play it.
Yes, I'm one of the most musically uninclined to do it.
I think
Yeah.
music is good for your soul.
I think so too. I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
I love it.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. Thank you, ladies.